and welcome to the March video of Tuesdays with Jessica, brought to you by the amazing Lovewell Foundation. So the topic that I chose for this month is self-care. And the reason I just wanted to talk a little bit about this topic is because I feel like over the last, I guess it's been 12 months now, it's been a full year that we've been kind of having this whole pandemic quarantine situation. I feel like self-care has been talked about a lot. We see it on social media, we see it on the TV, in commercials, and a lot of people talk about it. And I think that it's really, really important. But I think there's some misconceptions out there as to what is self-care and what it's really for. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. So self-care, by definition, is just taking care of yourself. So it's anything you do that kind of helps you to recharge and re-energize. It can be anything, big or small. So when we talk about self-care, there are three different things that we really discuss more in detail. So physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. So you need to be able to care for yourself with all of those. So physically, it can be as simple as making your annual doctor's appointments, getting your checkups, diet, exercise, making sure that you're doing little things each day that make you feel good physically. So, taking a walk outside, getting some fresh air, getting some sunshine, those kinds of things can be really, really helpful. And they are considered self-care, along with like I said, annual checkups and doctor's visits, making sure that physically everything's going good. Mental self-care. So could be, finally making that therapy phone call to, start some therapy services. It could be giving yourself an hour each week to go to therapy, or maybe 20 minutes a day to journal or practice some meditation, some mindfulness. Maybe it's reading a book that talks about, self-help and helps to guide you through some of that. So anything that makes you mentally just feel a little bit re-energized and taken care of. So spiritually, in this, again, it's a very personal thing. So whatever your beliefs are. For some people, it's, saying a prayer at night or maybe first thing in the morning. Some people, it's going to, a church or some sort of gathering, on a weekly basis where you feel like you're comfortable. Sometimes, again, it's reading something that talks about your spiritual beliefs. Sometimes it's 10 minutes by yourself just to talk to whoever it is you want to talk to. So it's whatever, really makes you feel spiritually that you are staying well and staying healthy in that way. A lot of times I think what we see on social media and other things for self-care are pictures of, women who are at the spa getting, a facial and a massage, and or they're out on vacation with their girlfriends and they're, having a couple glasses of wine and, that's their self-care. And don't get me wrong, those things can be great for you too, but they're not always feasible. I can't get a weekend away with my girlfriends. I'm lucky if I get a night away once a year. So, that's obviously not going to be enough to really re-energize and refresh me. So I like to think of it as, everybody has sort of like a bank. Okay. So we all have this bank, and what's inside this bank is our, ability to care for other people. So it's got emotions and compassion and energy to listen to other people, to help those other people, whether it's our children, our husbands, our family members, our friends, our employees, our staff at work, or, your patients, whatever that is. This bank, okay, holds your ability to do that. So every day, as you care for these people, little bits come out of this bank. If we don't try to put little bits back in that bank every single day, what's going to happen? Your bank starts to get low. What happens when your bank's low? You physically don't feel well. You're tired. You're irritable. Mentally, you start to feel kind of low. Maybe you get more anxious, maybe you get more depressed. Spiritually, we feel disconnected. Again, we feel tired. We just don't feel like our best self, right? So we can't always wait for those, big weekend trips or those days at the spa to put things back in our bank. So for me, every morning I wake up before my kids get up, before my husband gets up, even before the dog gets up. I have a cup of coffee and I just kind of take, even if it's 10 minutes, to be by myself. I get myself ready, I enjoy my cup of coffee. So that way I'm kind of like eased into the day. And it gives me just a few minutes to just do what I need to do. Okay, today, what do I need to do? I feel like I'm prepared. I feel like I'm, just slightly re energized, and I can go forward with the rest of my day and take care of other people. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes the only time I'm going to get by myself for like several days at a time will be on my way home from work in the evening. So sometimes that's my self-care time. So I make it work. I listen to a podcast I've been wanting to hear. I listen to music my kids won't ever let me listen to when they're in the car. I turn on an audiobook. Sometimes I just don't listen to anything and enjoy the silence and just let myself think and let myself, connect with whatever it is that I need to think about, just to give myself time. Sometimes just being alone and being quiet can be really therapeutic as well. For some people, journaling, writing everything down, 10 minutes a day of just writing down what's going on, how you're feeling, things you need to get done, whatever it is, gets that out of your brain and kind of makes you feel less anxious and more prepared. All of these things will make you feel better about yourself. A 10-minute walk outside can do wonders, unless you're here in Florida and it's 92 degrees outside. But my point is that it doesn't have to be something elaborate and extravagant. So, the challenge is for you to find out what works for you, what fills your little bank each day. It doesn't always have to be alone. It can be with a girlfriend, it can be with your, partner, your spouse. It doesn't have to be done by yourself. But what you need to make sure is that it's something that you're doing for you. So it's something that you're enjoying and that you're getting that re-energized, and relaxation from. I think that a lot of people try to indulge and practice self-care by seeing what others do, or I talked to my girlfriend and she went to this place and she said she felt so much better after she came back. I think I'm going to go. Do what works for you. Don't do what works for other people. And be sure that it's not something that when you get back you're going to feel bad about. So, if you're spending a lot of money, if you're taking a lot of time away, or if you're, neglecting other responsibilities, you're going to come back and you're going to be sorry that you did it. You're not going to feel refreshed. You're not going to feel re-energized. You're going to feel guilty. So make sure that it's something that you can do. Don't skirt out on other responsibilities and say, "Oh, sorry, I gotta do some self-care." That's not the right way of using it either. So, again, the challenge is just finding what fills up your bank, and what helps you. And I try to, throw little things into the bank each day when I can. It's not always, the most ideal self-care, but I try to do what I can. And, even if it's just a few minutes each day, that's what you get. But, I have two little kids and I have to listen to patients all day long at work. And in order for me to help them, I'm no good to them if I don't feel good myself. So, if you have any questions or comments or anything at all that you wanted to discuss, you can always reach me through the email address that they've posted here, and it's also available on the Love Will Foundation social media sites. So I hope that you find something each day that can fill your bank a little. And, I kind of challenge you to go out and see what you can find that you can do in just minutes every day to care for yourself, to make yourself feel good, because you need it. You deserve it. And, we earn it. We work hard. Everyone does, but especially women, especially moms, especially, moms who are working and caring for other people. I think that we are the last ones to take time for ourselves and make ourselves a priority, but you deserve it and you need to. So that's why self care is so important. So, yeah, I would say go out and fill your bank a little today. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, any questions, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I hope you have a good few weeks, and I will see you in April.